Looks like we are ready to get underway. The first of 3-game set. James Stein on the hill for the Night Owls. Taylor Briner steps in for the Snappers.
Two of the better players in the PLW here squaring off right away.
And Briner looks at ball one.
Have a championship rematch of our spring season. I've been looking forward to this one all day.
Gets Briner swinging on that one. And again, batters do start with one strike. Briner falling behind quickly, 1 and 2.
Stein will mix in a variety of pitches, moving all directions. Kind of weather that he likes to pitch in, not much wind. Expect him to perform well. And there it is.
James Stein doing what he does there, striking out Taylor Briner. Yeah, not too much wind, Jim. We saw in the spring very windy conditions as the cold air comes off the coast, mixes with the hot air over the desert substrate, creates that wind. But now looks like we've settled into the heat, and that high pressure is going to keep things very calm.
Yeah, I enjoy when the field plays this way. Plays bigger. You got to earn your home runs. They're still doable, but you have to earn them. There's no cheap shots. Some homes in the spring, there were some games where some stat stuffer games, we'll call them.
And James Stein's so good at getting right under that 55-mile-per-hour limit.
It looks quicker, too. I mean, it's those little screwball that is always under 54. There it is. And it looks quick when you're up there facing it, and it gets under every time.
Manny Santillanes, 1 and 2. Fouls that one off the right baseline to stay alive.
Manny carrying over a hot finish to the spring season and picking up right where he left off. One of the more enigmatic players in the PLW, I'd say. Always has something to say.
Oh. Manny watches ball 2. James gets Manny striking out, swinging.
Yeah, good location, outside part of the zone. A lot of outs on that part of the pipe.
And that'll bring up Shane Weber, who looks at ball 1.
Snappers are loaded top to bottom. A very good lineup. So this is an encouraging start from Stein. 2 strikeouts of their best hitters. Weber takes a cut through a hittable pitch. Probably won't see much better than that.
And a base hit, left side. Shane Weber looking to get something going for the Snappers here. 2 down. And J-Dub stepping to the plate.
2 out single, no harm done. I'm going to go right after this guy. As I'll try to bring up some stats for these guys, as both these teams have played quite a few games. And on cue, Greg has come prepared today.
Yeah, Jonathan Wilson, 29 at-bats in this season, batting .276 currently, but a slugging percentage of .483.
Yeah, these 2 teams come in as the 2 highest batting average teams in the league. Snappers at .333, Night Owls at .327 as a team. And that's smoked, and
that's going to be a double. To our viewers at home, that did hit the back wall. It went underneath Max Fernandez's hands.
Greg, that's
it's a question of whether it's dirty or clean.
Early controversy here.
I don't believe he touched it either. I think Manny, often vocal, has a point here.
Manny, as on cue with Manny Santillanes as one of the more enigmatic players, doesn't like that call of a dirty double. Almost impossible he didn't touch that. I mean, it was hit hard. It looked like it went right through him. And
that one will record an out. However, damage done. Snappers do take a 1-0 lead on that.
And Greg, just like in the first series, we're right off the bat with action, controversy. These two teams, plenty of history with each other, and they're mixing it up early, Greg. We're in for a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, again, a rematch of our championship series. The chatter is lively. The sun has gone down, the malaise has fallen, and the energy is up here at Hideaway Field.
I might steal that one from you, Greg. Malaise. It's well described. It is a beautiful field at this golden hour here in Las Vegas. I do enjoy it.
Shane Weber getting the call for the Snappers, and Alex Carrasco going to step in for the Night Owls, leading off.
Carrasco, I got a 429, Greg, and 21 at bats. He is a good ball player. And according to his Facebook feed, does some modeling on the side. I mean, guy looks great.
Yep. Heck of a ball player when he's not modeling jewelry.
Let's get the guy an agent.
Carrasco fights that one off to stay alive, 1-2. And he'll dribble back to the pitcher and an easy put away for Shane Weber.
Petrikis, yeah, that was a double with a runner on first with 2 outs. So I agree with Petrikis here. It should be 0-0. That was 2 outs, runner at first. A dirty double would not have scored him, and then it was a fly ball.
Yeah,
so
let's get a clarification
I do
from
think we have a
umpires.
0-0 game here. I would expect that to get changed.
Matty Levine leading the Night Owls, 455 average. Slugging 939.
Yeah, I think he's got 4 or 5 home runs to start. Matty been playing out here a long time.
And he gets a single on that play.
Plays Wednesday nights. And now AJ doing what he does.
That's out of the park. AJ Petrovsky with a 2-run home run to put the Night Owls ahead, and we believe it is 2-0.
And Greg, I'm not sure who's in center, but that ball was low. Barely got out. Would like to think that there was a possible play there in center.
That's our new addition, Johnny.
But AJ, that's almost 9, 10 home runs for him. And right back at the action.
In steps Night Owl manager Nick DeVella.
Hey, Warfield, we have 2-0, not 2-1. That's not what the broadcast says. The broadcast says 2-1. And that's hit hard.
DeVella with a triple off the back wall.
And the Night Owls coming out and giving it to Shane Weber early. Petrikis, we are all over that here. I expect that to be changed very quickly. 2-0 Night Owls.
Max Fernandez swings 0-2.
Oh, my.
Some miscommunication in center field between Mike Aguirre and Johnny. Nick DeVella does not need to tag, as that's going to fall.
Greg, I didn't even think of that. We had a developing situation there. That was robbed from us. I want to see tag play.
Yeah, the seldom seen tagging play was absolutely in effect, Jim. But unfortunately, that's going to be an error in center field.
I just wanted to say developing situation. And it was taken away.
Big Owl steps in with 1 out, swings at strike 1. Fouls it off, 0-2. And that's out. The Night Owls.
Donning their new jerseys. I'm with you, little boot boot. I think there's been some plays in the outfield that could have been, obviously the one we just saw, but the home run by AJ. I think a guy like Dobbins on the ones, some other outfields in this league, I think would have stopped that too. And they're paying the price.
Big Owl turned on that one in a hurry.
Wow. Night Owls look scary. And the Snappers, our defending champions, look vulnerable.
Joe Kuther fouls one off. Still just one out. Night Owls up 5-0 over the Snappers.
I'm looking at the Night Owls stats. They just got guy after guy hitting 378, 429, 459, 395. Their whole lineup's full of guys just smashing. I spent the first part of this broadcast saying how deep the ones lineup is. Well, the Night Owls looks even deeper.
We've batted around here in the bottom of the first. Alex Carrasco, top of the lineup, back up to plate. And Weber gets him swinging to end the inning. But the damage done there. 5 runs by the Night Owls in the bottom of the first. Going to try to get a correction to our graphics. It does currently say 5-1, however.
Yeah, let me make the trip down and I'll...
Yeah, Jim's going to go down to the bottom of the booth, let the guys in the production know it's actually 5-0, and the reason for that was the manner in which the ball hit the back wall. We have clean plays and we have dirty plays, and a clean play would be when a fielder does not make contact with the ball. So in this case, the ball went out to the outfield and it touched the outfielder before hitting the back wall. So in that case, it's not going to score the runner from first because it should have only been a single had there not been an error on the play. The single also turns into a double, so we call that a dirty double. And because of that, that runner did not score. And we've got a 5-0 game. And a hush falls over the field as there's a little bit of an altercation in right field. We're going to try to brush that aside and focus on the task at hand. James Stein.
Wow.
Manny, calm down. Manny, calm down. You're supposed to be on time to eat after that.
Michael Aguirre steps in. Where's this lineup? He was not even in the lineup. All right.
Guaro?
Yeah.
Michael, yeah. I guess they're hitting 6.
Okay. Well, they must have subbed him in for Jesse. So it looks like Aguara rather than Jesse Capps.
Yeah, you're right.
What did he do?
That was a ground ball to short, first
Thank
pitch. One pitch, one out. And now Briner, who's always fun to watch, struck out in the first.
James Stein, dedication. Drives 5 hours from Salt Lake City, Utah to get here before every game.
Stein's just a wiffle ball. I mean, it's what he does, what he lives for. I went and played a fast pitch tournament with him. He's pretty darn good in all forms of wiffle ball.
I'm told the FJ on the back of his new uniform stands for Jesus.
Was not aware of that. Kind of always wondered that, Greg. Thanks for the fill-in, man. Oh, it's not? Oh. Still do wonder. Well, he wore the 666 number first in spring, so I thought there was a little... Oh. Makes even more sense.
And Davella makes out to retire the side. Quick 3 up, 3 down. And the Night Owls are going to come back to play. Up 5-0, bottom of second. Greg Kelly in the booth alongside Jim Dodos, bringing you the second half of our doubleheader, the first in a 3-game set between the Night Owls and the Snappers. And Jim, the Night Owls looking to have a message sent after falling to the Snappers in the championship round last year.
Yeah, revenge spot, as us sports bettors will call it. But coming out from the jump, getting the momentum early, and sometimes getting that momentum early in game one can carry you through a series. So we'll see what happens.
Got to give some props to Nick Davella, the way he's managed his lineup, the additions he made in the off-season.
Yeah, always scary when a good team gets better. And, some of us other teams like the Warbirds, the Bombers, the Legends, and the Stonemen trying to ascend in this league, you see that happening with the better teams. And,
Yeah.
uh-oh.
Yeah, some absolute talent out here.
And right where they left off.
As we watch Rampage, Maddie Levine lead off with a triple, dings it into the storage container in left field.
And Maddie Levine, I've been playing WIFFLE against him for a while. Always a good hitter, but he is coming out to the start of this season a great hitter. I mean, he's on fire, among the league leaders, and the whole lineup's on fire. And that helps.
AJ Petrosky looks at ball 1. Looks at ball 2. AJ homered his last at-bat, a 2-run shot. And he works his way ahead in this count 3-1. Looks like he was taken all the way there to fill up the count, 3-2. And Weber gets him swinging.
Wow. AJ donning our Las Vegas Aviators hat, local AAA team. Oakland A's affiliate. Blends in well.
A lot of rumors swirling around out there if the Oakland A's are going to have their affiliate in the same town as the Oakland A's. Maybe won't be Oakland anymore.
Yes.
And Davella's certainly not pleased with himself there as he grounds out for the second out.
Yeah, we'll see where they're going to play, Greg. I mean, it's got to be a dome. I don't know. AAA, it's hot out here. It's tough. Portland, Charlotte, Las Vegas, all possible destinations for that A's franchise.
Sure. And the MLB rumors started swirling around the Las Vegas Valley a couple of years ago. There were some potential sites on the radar, possibly where the Rio Hotel is currently located. There's also Cashman Field, which is the home of the Las Vegas Lights, former home of the Las Vegas 51s.
Have you been to a Lights game?
I have. That site, not necessarily that stadium.
I heard they get a little rowdy.
Yeah. It's
Need to get to one.
some feisty and dedicated fans at the Las Vegas Lights games.
It's my second year in town, and my first year in town, I didn't get to attend much, so with COVID and all, so
Yeah,
excited to get to do some things like that.
Soccer, obviously up and coming. Las Vegas Lights, Tier 2 soccer underneath the MLS.
Mm-hmm.
Allegiant Stadium going to host a big soccer game coming up here soon. The first live audience, the live crowd in Allegiant Stadium will actually be a soccer match and not a football game, hosting the CONCACAF Gold Cup Finals.
Usually
Stadium
Mexico,
later this
U.S.,
month.
if I have to guess. It's 90%
Usually.
of the time what that Gold Cup is, but...
All right, here we go.
Back to wiffle ball.
Top 3, Stein delivers a strike. 0-2 to Weber.
Weber roughed up a little bit early. Would like to help himself out here, getting on base to lead off the third. Fouls went straight back. Good swing.
Tizzle Smash. Thanks for watching. And we are happy to entertain you, along with our 45 viewers.
I'm going to give a shout out to my girlfriend Sabrina, throwing a high out there.
Hey,
watching
Sabrina.
the stream. What's up?
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for tuning in.
As Weber strikes out. That'll bring in Jonathan Wilson.
Ripped the single to right at his first at bat. Has serious power.
It can go either way. You see James Stein deploying his fielders to split the field.
Interesting on the Gold Cup in the chat there. Was not aware. Kind of like that.
Kuther knocks it down. Gets it to the backstop for plenty of time. 5 seconds. A lot longer than we think when we're watching it from the broadcast booth.
Yeah, very important for infielders to judge how hard the ball's hit. I mean, when a ball's hit hard at you, you have plenty of time.
It gets
to
to you
gather
in less than
yourself,
1
get
second.
some composure. Some of the more veteran guys in the league are very good at that.
Yeah.
Now, a dribbler with a lot of spin on it, you see guys, if it's going fair or foul, that's where you see guys get into some trouble. But got to judge the speed of the ball hit at you.
Yeah, we've seen some serious RPMs put on the wiffle ball. Can come off spinning in crazy directions. Spinning one way, hits the turf, bounces the other.
Yep. Yeah, you have...
Johnny goes down swinging full badly by that one.
Stein looks dialed in, really just cruising through the snappers lineup. Much different conditions. The championship game when Stein pitched, you can tell he was off. It was windy. Much different conditions today. When you get these swirling winds blowing in, Stein gets very difficult to hit.
Yeah, looking into the outfield, I see what our friend and broadcast partner Trench often refers to as a tier 2 wind. We see a little bit of a breeze up higher, but we look lower down at these palms.
It's fascinating when you sit up on the container. You can get a very good view of the tree line and the winds. It is if you get it above the tree line, it's a completely different ballpark.
Yeah.
Something I'm personally fascinated by. But the weather of this field, it has its own little kind of swirl to it.
Yeah, some days it'll blow them back in, some days it'll blow them out.
Yep.
Some days that'll change from inning to inning.
Yeah. I didn't know Vegas was this windy of a city until I moved here.
Yeah.
It can go for 24 hours, or it can go different directions each hour. You never quite know.
Jim, I play tennis, and every spring, it seems like every Saturday, like clockwork, the 25-mile-an-hour winds blow in right as we take the court.
Another game that's sneakily affected by wind. Absolutely. Enjoy tennis myself. Who do you have in the French Open?
Oh, I have to admit I didn't watch it. I haven't been watching the early rounds thus far. Coming up on championship weekend?
Yeah, we're getting there. Usual guys, usual. I'm sure you're not missing much.
The Dirt Rats.
Yes.
And Big Owl strikes out after a 2-run shot in the first inning. And that'll bring up Joe Kuther.
Good to see Weber settling in here, keeping his team in the game.
Joe fights one off right side. Forward 8050K, thanks for the follow. You're watching Premier League Wiffle. Joe grounds out back to Weber.
And if Weber can keep this 5, a tall task against Stein, but a doable one with their quality of hitters. Just got away from them there in that first inning of it.
Weber misses inside, ball 2. He's falling behind a Carrasco. Yeah, that was 3-1. He's gonna put Carrasco on. Weber gets his first walk of the game. Reminder to our viewers: each pitcher is allowed 2 walks per game. They're allowed to pitch a total of 10 innings in the 3-game set.
Watch out.
So we could see Shane in a later game, and almost certainly will, probably in a relief role. But if he walks another batter, he'll be out of this one.
Oh. Goes up and in at the head and then follows up with top pipe. That's not very nice. Ooh, no.
Matty Levine watches ball 2. Swings at a high one, fights it off foul.
Well, after he dropped one in on the pipe a couple pitches ago, tough not to offer at that.
Weber misses badly with the screwball.
And a big pitch with the walk pending. And there it is.
And that's going to do it for Shane Weber. He's going to walk out here in the bottom of the third, put both Carrasco and Levine on consecutive base on balls. And they're going to bring in Taylor Briner, their ace. Try to get things under control here in the bottom of the third inning.
2 2/3 for Weber. Really let it get out of hand early, settled down, and then you can tell he's not happy. But I really think the Snappers missed him in center field in that first inning. A very good defender. Now the Snappers outfield turns into one of the best in the PLW, having him out there.
I'd be mad if that was a baseball.
I think it would have been a close play either way had he gotten the jump on that A.J. Petrovsky line shot that went over the wall. But
we saw Weber make that kind of play.
Yeah. And just a reminder to our viewers, all he's got to do, he doesn't even have to catch it necessarily. He can prevent a home run, turn it into a single just by batting it down.
Yep. Yeah, we saw that in the first series with Spencer Barrick did that, right on the pocket radar sign. Wasn't too confident of catching it, but gave it a good volleyball spike, and, it was a single, and they got out of the inning. It was effective.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're on the run and you think you've just got that last second gasp to get your hands in front of it, sometimes it's better just to knock it down rather than try to make the catch. Lest you go and tip it over the wall.
Big time matchup here.
53 miles per hour.
Yeah. Rookie of the year versus potential rookie of the year.
Yeah, Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, Briner just cleaned up the awards, whatever award you want. PLW champion. I mean, everything. Briner comes in and sweeps, and AJ's looking to do the same. Nasty. Up and down. Breaking ball there, and that's what you want as a pitcher in the PLW, is that sharp up to down, north-south movement. Some of those more east to west sliders get hit out here, but if you have that sharp up and down movement and keep it under 55, you're going to get guys out in this league.
Yeah, for our viewers at home, a 55-mile-per-hour pitch from a wiffle ball mound here in Premier League is equivalent to...
That was the 86, 80, something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I've got a chart here, not sure if it's accurate. It says 76 miles per hour, but I'm going to check with the Sam Viper on that one.
Ah, you're right, you're right.
This was on the website. But yeah, that mound a lot closer, a traditional baseball mound, just over 60 feet from home plate here in PLW. It's 43 and a half feet from the rubber to the metal backstop. So really not a lot of time for batters to recognize, see that pitch out of the pitcher's hand and make the decision whether to swing or stay.
It's a great balance for me. You get a good balance of offense and pitching out here. You don't get 1-0 games over and over and over again. You get a good blend of, the first series we saw 9-8 and then 2-2, and, it was really, I enjoy that. I want to see some hits. It's nice. A little offense never hurts.
Top 4, Night Owls over the Snappers 5-0. James Stein pitching a beauty.
27 miles per hour.
Yeah, very lanky, very long arms, quirky delivery.
55 miles per
I'm told James recently joined the Church of the Latter-day Saints up there in Salt Lake City. As a requirement, he has to wear temple garments. It could be why he does a little bit of that crow hop to shake him loose before he throws that pitch in.
49 miles per hour.
James, a big Yankees fan, very opinionated Yankees fan. And knows the guys to gas up to, which is some of the baseball guys in this league will offer it that. Guys like myself, you throw me 65, 55,
Yeah,
70, I don't
it's
care.
hard to hold up.
I don't care. If it's over the plate, I'm hacking.
You see it,
Yes.
you see it straight. You
Absolutely.
can get your hands around.
And it's almost a detriment though, because I don't think my success rate's very high. So that chart at 76 for 55, that's not always what we see. And the pitchers know what guys are going to offer at it, and Taylor's one of them. So an adjustment for him.
Yeah, shout out to the guys who keep the website updated using My Stats Online. These stats are kept updated, and the players certainly scout out their opponents
Yep.
with those type of advanced metrics to rely upon. Strikeout?
That was a strikeout there, and Stein is just dialed in.
Strikes out
I've
the
seen the
side.
snappers play a lot. This is about as lifeless as I've seen them. Quiet. Usually Manny's very talkative.
You're adding them both to the batting lineup.
Okay.
Snappers usually a lot of energy, and seem a little flat today. Going down 5-0 in the first inning will do that. So credit to the Night Owls, but taking some wind out of their sails a bit, and you can see they're frustrated.
Yeah, you might have heard me talking off the mic just for a moment with manager Nick DeVella of the Night Owls, just informing me of some additions to the batting lineup. James, Stein, and Mateo are going to get some time at the plate. James is going to bat after Joe Kuther in the lineup, and we're going to see Mateo Fernandez making his first appearance in the game, should we get to that point in the lineup.
Well, adding James Stein to the lineup is not exactly a bad thing. The kid can hit too.
Yep.
Night Owls maybe strengthening their lineup a little late and getting some new blood in there. Interesting from Nick DeVella here.
Bottom four, Night Owls 5-0 over the Snappers. Been a one-sided affair as Nick DeVella looks at ball one.
56 miles per hour. 88 miles per hour.
Swings for strike two.
Wow, nasty. Big old hook from the righty Wilson, who's been really working on his pitching. He had a rough outing last time out. I know he's been out here practicing a ton. And the Snappers need another arm with the rule change, not allowing Briner to get as many innings.
57 miles per hour.
J-Dub will hang up the first backwards K of the game.
It's foul.
55 miles per hour.
Max Fernandez hits one hard, but foul down the left field line.
Oh, he handles the same pitch he threw to DeVella.
77 miles per hour.
Fernandez onto it.
Miles per hour.
And Wilson's found a pitch.
Yeah, he's got back-to-back batters to watch strike three.
Now, out here in the PLW, that'll last a couple outings. Now, can he find another one? So righties will lefties will handle that. And there it is.
60 miles per hour.
Gas is up.
Throws that big hook again. Misses over the top of the strike zone for ball one.
And Wilson evolving his game, similar to the ones in our Bombers and the ones. Teams that could really use another guy. Snappers in that category as well. Where if they find themselves a third, fourth pitcher, look out, rest of the teams in the league.
And a full count to Big Owl, Elaine Fernandez.
Good at bat. He's taking some tough pitches. And he's got him.
And 54, that's 3 looking strikeouts in a row for Jonathan Wilson.
What an appearance for Wilson, who last time I saw him pitch really struggled out there.
Yeah, Jonathan Wilson doing everything he can to keep his team in the game.
I will be I'm writing some of that down, what I just saw, because I have future at-bats against that.
5-0 Night Owls. Thanks to all of our viewers joining us here live from Hideaway Field in Las Vegas. Beautiful 101-degree night as the sun is set to the west. A rematch of our championship series between the Night Owls and the Snappers. Night Owls currently getting the best of it, up 5-0 as we go to the last of the fifth.
Yeah, I would really expect the Snappers to at least score one run and don't see them get shut out often. This is our top hitting team in the PLW, through many games already. So,
Excuse me, top of the fifth. My
top
mistake.
5, okay. Well, this would be their last opportunity, yeah. And the Snappers swept by the ones the last series. Oh.
Deep, high, fly ball, left field.
My goodness.
And that's a solo shot for Shane Weber.
I didn't even see that. That was hit so high and
It
far.
disappeared into the night sky and never came back.
And there's what I expect from the Snappers is definitely not to get shut out. Let's see if they can carry some momentum into game 2 and 3 now. I mean, if they going to be tough to get 5, but maybe some momentum.
Yeah.
53 miles per hour.
And Wilson hits one. And
That's
it's gone.
straight away, deep center field. Another solo shot, back-to-back jacks by the Snappers. 5-2 Night Owls.
And I wouldn't think Stein minds giving up some solo home runs here, but here comes the Snappers. Need the bottom of their order to kind of get some guys on base, and if they can cycle this thing over, we can start talking about it. And a big hack there. And Chris, it's a good question. The top 4. And there it is.
Another
That's the
one,
third
deep
one.
center field, back.
It's
It's
gone.
gone. 3 solo shots in a row
I can't
by
believe
the
it.
Snappers. No outs.
And the Snappers, who've been lifeless all game, didn't see much energy. And now it's like a new ball club. And here we go. Put on your seatbelts. 5-3, nobody out.
Matty Levine trying to cut through a noticeable silence that cast over the outfield and the dugout after 3 solo home runs in a row given up by James Stein.
I mean, the Snappers didn't Stein just cutting through everybody. And here we go.
Comebacker to the mound. Stein delivers it to the backstop quickly, and that's 1 out.
A little frustration behind that throw. It looked like a little extra miles per hour there. But Stein does a good job of not walking people. You know, he throws strikes, keeps it under 54. In his mind, a few solo home runs, obviously 3 not ideal, but sticking away from the huge home run that's going to do big damage.
Yeah.
So let's see if they can get a base runner here, and we can. And Briner has not had a great game. Snappers really need him to get on base here.
Yeah, struck out his last 2 at-bats. Stein appears to have Briner's number.
And the entire left side of the field open on a situation where you really need right side of the field, you really need a base runner here. Gets the count back, 2-2. Action pitch coming.
3-2 to Briner. 1 out. 5-3 now. Night Owls over Snappers, top 5. Deep, left, hits a tree.
A couple leaves falling from that tree. Briner knows he needs a strike here, a walk. Really get this game going. And there it is. A big team at bat there from Briner.
And Manny Santillia steps in, the tying run at the plate. And a last opportunity for the Snappers Still one out.
This is getting very intriguing. There's Manny taking a big cut. You know what's on his mind here. Hard not to think. And there it is.
It's an oppo hit to right field. It's going to roll. It's going to roll. It's not going to be a double. But that is right side and is going to advance Briner all the way to third base with still just one out here.
I can't
in
believe
the
what I'm
top of the
seeing.
fifth.
It's like a new team showed up, a new Snappers, just right out of nowhere. And I can't take my eyes off this game. Weber, who started this mess with a towering home run to left, has a chance to get some redemption off that first inning. Oh.
Base hit brings in a run. Double ties the game. Home run puts the Snappers ahead.
Tough
Gonna
play.
dribble
It's
big out.
through.
Oh, and it gets through. That's going to be a dirty single.
Was that dirty? Yeah, tough to tell. I thought it did clip his hand, but
Either way, left side. Santillas goes to second. Weber on first.
good stuff here.
Yeah, but that scores a run. Still just one out.
I don't know if Wilson knows, but he just needs a single here. A home run. Not in the cards anymore. A lot of field to work with out there.
59 miles per hour.
Thank you.
60 miles per hour.
Stein hits outside pipe, but it's too much gas. And there's a lot of tension on this ball field. And that's through. And now he's
That's
done
a
it.
double, and that's it.
Can you believe it?
J-Dub with a double is going to bring home 2 runs, and the Snappers are ahead.
I can't believe this. A 6-run attack from the Snappers.
What have we seen? And Nick DeVella has made a trip out to the mound, and that's going to do it for Stein. And
I'm
kicks the
shocked.
cooler. That's going to bring in Carrasco.
Stein, who just cruised through 4 innings.
Jim, I
Harmless.
can't
I am
believe what I
shocked.
am watching here.
I cannot
I
either.
barely had any marks on my score sheet through the first 4 innings of this game.
I thought we were going home early.
Each batter had only had 1 at bat so far, and now they batted around almost twice in the top of the 5th here.
52 miles per hour.
Being treated to both game ones of each series have been absolutely fantastic. And credit to the Snappers for digging deep and finding some heart.
52 miles per hour.
And we got a bottom half of this inning
Yeah.
still to go for the Night Owls. Night Owls being punished a little bit, Greg, with not adding on to that 5-0 lead in the first inning. You know, kind of maybe a little bit quiet on the bats. And Weber dialed it in and kept them
With
at
the
5.
way Stein was pitching, though, who would have thought that they needed a little more cushion?
I agree. Absolutely shocked.
Now, any opinion on DeVella's choice to leave Stein out there after the back-to-back home runs?
You know, maybe after the walk, because then it was okay. I don't know. It's hard to say. Stein's so solid. I mean, he's one of the better
Right.
pitchers out here.
Right.
I mean,
Cy
gotta go with
Young
your guy.
Award
It's early
winner
in
in
the
the
season.
inaugural season of the PLW.
Absolutely.
Literally one of the best pitchers, if not the best pitcher in Premier League Wiffle.
Absolutely. So no, I don't put it on DeVella. I think Stein will tell you that he should, just didn't close it out today. Now, playoff scenario, we might, get some different decisions, but at this time of the season, you just be glad we're treated to a great game.
Sure. And Alex Carrasco up there on the mound tried to get his team out of this. Still just 1 out, inherited the 1 runner.
And now, an opportunity here to add on. And the PLW always 5-0 lead seems big. Oh my goodness!
And that's gone. And it's a 2-run shot. The bats have come alive here at Hideaway Field, and the Night Owls are stunned.
And the insurance is in. The lead is padded. And the Snappers have come to life. A quiet team earlier is now back to what I'm used to seeing.
Jim, I'm speechless.
I am beyond shocked as well.
Carrasco, no slouch himself. Looks like he was working his way through that batter, and then a 2-run home run absolutely obliterated over the left field wall.
Coming off of a 3-game losing streak, what a tonic to bounce right back.
Comebacker. And that's just a second out of the inning. 8-5. Would look like an opportunity, maybe close out the inning and then get their fair ups in the bottom of the 5th here and try to come back. Now they're chasing 3.
I'm going to need a couple ibuprofen. Got 2 more games. And look at this.
Briner
And Briner's
goes
done.
deep. Adds another one.
And the Snappers have complete momentum. I don't know what to think about this series. And definitely have to look at how the Night Owls respond here. Absolutely. Kai Lohman nailed it. The Night Owls get the chance to show a little character, and they got a bottom of the 5th here to steal back some momentum. And Trench, you nailed it. I have completely seen it all now. I mean, right when you do think you've seen it all, the momentum in this game could not have been more on one side. And now it's like I've hopped off the teeter-totter and jumped on the other side. Now the momentum completely shifted. I can't believe it.
I mean, there's no quit in the Night Owls. They're certainly going to come back and try to get something going, but I think the mindset has got to change just to collecting themselves. We're playing a 3-game set. This is the first of 3. You can't let frustration boil over and the adrenaline get the better of you.
Yeah, I mean, Davela's got some managing to do in game 2. What's he going to do with the pitching? You have some guys that are a little down on confidence.
Yeah.
I'm sure Stein's not feeling very great about both these pitchers who the Night Owls rely on. Well, there's 2 more games. I think we're in for a fantastic series.
Yeah.
I mean, Alonzo, I agree. I thought the Snappers, I was about to start talking about, maybe we're seeing a little bit of change in the PLW. Snappers losing 4 straight. And them regrouping. And wow, if they responded. Like champions do.
Yeah.
They're the PLW champions, so maybe we shouldn't be too surprised.
Yeah. I'm still just trying to gather myself after what I've seen here.
It all started with a Shane Weber towering home. I never saw the ball. Maybe he hit it so far. I mean, it was... Oh, that's fair. Oh, tough from my angle, but it's close.
You got 2 umpires calling that a foul ball.
That's close. That looked pretty close to me.
Yeah, so it went off the infielder while he was still in the infielder, Jim. Now, did it exit over the foul line in front of or behind third base?
He touched it in fair territory. It doesn't matter if it's past third base if he kicks. I thought he touched that inside the line.
All right.
But was the ball inside the line or was he inside the line?
I thought
Inside the line.
I got that fair.
Oh, not fair? Yes. That ball would have been fair. But he and the ball were
I got that fair ball.
I'll let you talk to the Sand Viper about the rules regarding instant replay. The umpires not 100% in agreement about whether this was a fair or foul ball. And there was an appeal to the booth, and we do have the benefit of instant replay.
Yeah, having this angle is a blessing and a curse because to me that it's pretty easily a fair ball, and we have our
Yeah, Jim, you probably have
PLW
the
umpire
best.
Chad supporting me, so I'll take it.
Yeah, you have the best view of anyone in the stadium from your vantage
Well,
point.
I will make the call. It looked fair to me. Just what this game needed was a little umpire controversy now. If we didn't already had enough.
We've had
I
everything.
mean, my goodness, both game ones of each series have been fantastic. And a good play. And he's done it.
Matty Levine picked that up to. That is 3 outs.
It's 3.
And we've still got a bottom of the 5th to play here.
I need to hyperventilate a bit. I need to take a break. My goodness. Have we seen some action here in the game 1? And the Snappers, I mean, hey, it's a completely different team.
I can barely breathe.
Energetic.
And we've still got 2 more games to go, not to mention the bottom of the 5th coming up here. This looked like it was just a formality, Jim.
It was nonchalant. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Snappers might put up 1 or 2, but it was in the bag. Stein was on the hill. Looking at a 9-5 game now. The Night Owls chasing 4 in their last chance here in the bottom of the 5th.
And just how I was feeling about the Snappers, I now feel that same feeling about the Night Owls. The momentum's gone, and what are they going to do here? I mean, my goodness.
Yeah, Trench, they most certainly ate.
Yeah. And the narrator says the Snappers did eat very, very well. And now Wilson, after an impressive inning. But the Night Owls, if they show what they showed in the first inning, I think can put up some runs here too.
Yeah.
Great chance to show a little character.
Yeah, we know they're capable of it. I think it's just a question of if they can settle down and shake off that tremendous inning put up by the Snappers.
Oh, my goodness. Now Stein gets to lead it off.
Yeah.
Wouldn't he love to? Yeah, we have two additions here.
All right, so we have a substitution rather than an addition to the lineup. It's going to be James Stein hitting for Joe Kuether.
And here we go.
54 miles per hour.
And wouldn't James Stein love to get a little bit of payback?
Just getting on base would be huge.
That's off the foot, foul ball.
Wilson, gotta expect he's going to come with that big bender that he showed in the previous inning.
That big sweeping curveball is not going to fool Stein.
Stein does well getting his bat out of the way. That looked like headed right for his barrel. 3-2, huge pitch here.
Got him swinging. Umpires made the ruling foul ball. Foul tip into the back. Here in the PLW, there is no catcher. We have a backstop. And the rule is you're allowed to foul off that third strike into the
catcher drops
backstop.
one. The catcher will
drops
drop
one of them.
And Stein, a little flare.
You pop up. Second baseman corrals it for the first out. And we're going to see Mateo Fernandez, first appearance of the game,
60 miles per hour.
added to the batting rotation.
Is this another Fernandez?
Yeah, there's 3 Fernandezes and a Carrasco on the team, all relatives, same family.
Okay.
That's a fair ball,
Wow.
and that's 2 down.
And you just would have been asking a ton of the Night Owls to come back after that. Let's see if Carrasco and Jay Will shutting it down.
3 miles per hour.
credit the pitching staff of the Snappers. Could have easily slipped out of their grasp early. 5-run first inning. To keep them at 5, keep your team in the game, even if it's at the very dire end. And you just can't get complacent out here. There's too many good players.
55 miles per hour.
Got him swinging. And that's going to do it. That's the ball game.
Wow.
Wow is right.